Good morning, St. Andrews students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is New Kings and Kingdoms of History. Many new dynasties emerged after the 17th century. The major ruling dynasties in different part of the subcontinent between the 7th and 12th centuries. Students, in this chapter we will discuss about the new kings and their kingdoms. And the topics are the emergence of new dynasties, administrations in the kingdoms, lands grants, warfare for wealth, splendid temples and bronze sculptures, the administrations of the empires. These are the topics of our this chapters. Rulers belonging to the Gurjara, Pratihara, Rashtrakutas and Pallava dynasties fought for control over Kannauj because they were three parties in this long drawn conflict. Historians often describes it as the Tripathi struggles. All of those who wish to become members of the Sabha should be owners of the land from which land revenue is collected. They should have their own homes. They should be 35 to 70 years of age. They should have knowledge of the Vedas. Anyone who has not submitted his account and those of his relatives cannot contact and elections. Now, Delhi and Ajmer. The Rashtrakutas were in the Deccans. Initially, they were subordinate to the Chalukyas of Karnataka. It was thought to lead to the rebirth of the sacrifices as a Rashtriya, even if he was not one by birth. For instance, the Maurya as Harman and the Gurjara Pratihara Harichandra were Brahmas who gave up their traditional profession and took arms, successfully establishing kingdoms in Karnataka and Rajasthan. To gain acceptance, the new dynasties took places on new titles and performed religious rituals to become a part of the Rashtriyas. They were regarded as the subordinate or Samant by their overlords and later declared themselves to be Mahasamanta after gaining power and wealth. In many cases, it was necessary to water crops artificially. A priority of methods were used for purgations. In some areas, wells are dug. In other places, huge tanks regions led to the development and constructed to collect rainwater. Since irrigations work require planning, organizing, labor and resources. Maintaining these works that deciding on how water is to be shared. Most of new rulers as well as pupils living in villages took an active interest in these activities. Chola's temples. Now we will discuss about the temples. Inscriptions from Chola's temples were they many Brahmas in the describes all the activities that were taking place in the village. Chola's temples often become the nuclear and settlements which grew around them. These were centers of the craft productions. Temples were also endowed with land by rulers as well as by others. In other words, temples were not only places of worship, they were the hub of economic, social, and cultural life as well. While most of images were of deities, some things images were made of devotee as well. I hope students you understand the chapter very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.